Alright, so punishes first, guide last. So off of guard break, you can get the double heavy for 25 damage. Or you can get the 24 damage zone, which will execute and be able to continue your chain. And just to let you know, the double heavy is frame neutral, so you will trade if you both buffer a light. Heavy parry is nothing special, just a 12 damage light, direction doesn't matter. Light parry has similar options to the guard break, however here, the double heavy will actually do 28 damage rather than 25, making it a bit better than the zone in my opinion. What I've been doing recently a lot is off of heavy parry, I will, instead of doing the light, I'll go into a 50-50 with the unblockable since it does 28/24 damage. And I suppose I should mention this now, if you do the single heavy and then don't input anything, it will wall splat. This wall splat does not have very much range, but you do get a heavy if it does wall splat. And naturally her deflect punish without a wall is going to be the heavy into heavy for 25 damage. And here's just showcasing her other options after the pin. She can do a 12 damage hyper armored attack, which has wide hitboxes, or she can do a light for some reason. Fear and Fury can be accessed after any recovery cancel into a dodge or a heavy soft feint into a dodge. It will automatically deflect any blockable attacks that come her way. Gladiator mains will know this interaction quite well. If you deflect an attack and do the pin and they follow up with hyper armor, your attack will bounce off and you will lose that trade every time. Out of stamina guard break will guarantee a light, direction doesn't matter, 12 damage. Wall splats while you're out of stamina will always guarantee your 24 damage heavy. And lastly, light parries will also guarantee a 12 damage light, direction doesn't matter. Max possible damage off of out of stamina guard break throw is light into Fear and Fury, into heavy, into wall splat, into heavy. This does 46 total damage. Without a wall, you're just going to want to do the second heavy out of the pin. This will do 42 total damage. For an out of stamina parry, you can get the same punishes, but you're going to have to delay your Fear and Fury as well as the heavy out of it. This can be quite difficult to actually have land. For a more consistent punish, you can do light into heavy, which will do 38 damage, or you can do light into neutral heavy, which will do 36 damage, but allow you to continue your chain. Sadly, the quote-unquote throw after the pin does not unbalance out of stamina opponents. Now here's a fun one. If your opponent follows up the deflected attack with a 400 millisecond light, you can sometimes either get completely interrupted or you can go into a losing trade. As an Aramusha player, I've been having a lot of fun doing repeated soft feint lights until they dodge attack and punishing it like so. Out of Fear and Fury, you can throw either 400 millisecond lights from any direction, a zone, or the heavy unblockable, which can be feinted. Here's another thing I like to do. I just repeat the 400 millisecond lights from any direction until they dodge attack and then once again punish it like so. And here's one last thing that actually threw me for a loop when I was trying to learn her. The light that's after the bash is actually a chain ender, meaning the only thing she can do for offense after it is Fear and Fury. But anyways, that's about it. See ya.